Hello everyone, so this is the top 5 purple shades from the Lunar Moon hair dye shop. We shall start at number 5 with Directions Lavender. As you can see, this is quite pale purple colour, a bit more pink based than some of the other ones. This one works really well for level 8 and upwards, so if you've got quite light blonde hair, you could give it a go on slightly darker hair, but to be fair, you'd probably get better results if you had lightened hair. One of my good friends, Susie, she uses this, she used to use this as one of her main colours, and she sent me some pictures a while back. Now, I haven't got any pictures of me with my hair using this colour because it's been such a long time since I've tried it. Here's a picture of Susie's hair. We've got two. We've got one which is with it neat, and then we've got another picture of it where she's diluted it with some conditioner, so you can see how different the look can be if you just soften it up a bit. So here's the picture of her with it undiluted, and here's a picture of her where she's diluted it with some conditioner. There you go. So not a lot of people sort of realise, but the base tones for these colours can depend on how they wash out. Now, a lot of people don't like their hair to go blue like this once their purple starts washing out, mainly because sometimes blue can be a little bit harder to get out of the hair. However, this lavender colour, as you can see, a lot warmer colour, so that's why a lot of people tend to go for this one over, say, like violet or lilac colour. But yeah, if you've got quite pale hair and you want purple but you don't want cold purple, because some skin tones don't look quite right with that, Directions Lavender is definitely your best bet. And at number 4 we have another Directions hair colour. This time it's violet. Say like that. If I compare this to the lavender that I just showed you, as you can see, it's quite a lot darker. It's also more blue based, this one, so this one will fade out a little bit more on the blue side. This one you could probably get away with having a slightly darker base, maybe a level 7 and up. You'd probably get a decent colour from maybe a mid-brown, light, sort of dark blonde sort of colour, but ideally this one, like most of the other ones, is better on pre-lightened, fairly light hair, so definitely probably level 7 or 8 up. This one is a really gorgeous one to use if you're doing a bold rainbow hair look or something of that variety. Now, I don't have pictures of me with my hair this colour, but if you check out, you might be following her already, but if you check out the Nadia, I'll put the link in the comments and everything like that so you can go and find her. She's got absolutely gorgeous long curly rainbow hair. You might have seen her on ads for Snag Tights and brands like that. Definitely go and have a look at her page, because that will explain, well, not explain, that will show you how purple this one is, and it'll give you a bit of an idea of the differences, say, between the lavender and the violet. A lot bolder, really nice on your hair, fades out really nice, and I didn't really have too much feedback on this about how much it stains, so if you're not sure, maybe ask Nadia and see what she said. But this is a really gorgeous purple, and also I imagine it'd be really nice pastelised as well. So if you're looking for a blue base, more bold purple, Directions Violet is probably the way to go. Number 3, we have another Directions hair colour, and this one is definitely a personal favourite of mine out of the Directions purples anyway. And this one we are going for Plum. As you can see, it's a lot darker purple, and it does actually look fairly similar to the violet. However, it is a lot darker than the violet, and it's warmer toned. This one is actually quite close to the Cadbury purple as well, so if you're looking for something that sort of purple, plum might be a good fit for you. Now I used this one for my Halloween hair last year. I had Joker hair, so I did this on one side and I had apple green on the other side. Here's a picture of that for you. And also, once I only had a small amount of this left after doing the initial Joker hair, I added this, I think it was 2 scoops of this, to Directions Pastel Blue, which gave it a really nice sort of electric purple colour. So here's a picture of how that turned out. So if you're looking for a nice warm base, dark but deep purple and don't want to have to bleach your hair too light, Directions Plum might be the way for you to go. Right, so number 2. As we've not had any Manic Panic colours so far, you can probably guess that maybe the last 2 are going to be Manic Panic. So number 2 is Purple Haze by Manic Panic. This one, as you can see, is a nice deep dark purple. However, this one is actually really sort of warm purple, almost sort of cherry purple. It's in the light, you can tell that there's some sort of pink pigment in there as well. So it's perfect, again, if you don't want a blue based. I use this one for my pink and blue split hair dye wig, which I'll put a picture up in the corner here for you, whichever corner it is it comes up in. As it's quite pigmented, I used it all underneath the wig, and also I did the roots with it, and it just is an amazing colour. It's really, really nice. It stays on for quite a long while. I haven't really washed the wig. I can't really vouch for how it fades. However, I think these ones could probably last on for a good few weeks. Probably would get a slightly warmer purple fade on it, I think. If any of you have got pictures of you with purple haze in your hair, feel free to send them over to the page so we can put them up and share them for everyone as well. But yeah, if you look at these pictures of the wigs I'm putting up, you'll see how vibrant the purple comes out. You probably don't even really need that much of a light base either. Probably level 5 and up would work for that. It would probably give you some really nice tones on sort of a medium brown hair as well. Manic Panic is well known for having really good staying power, and this purple, I think it would be perfect. If you are one of the sort of people who has purple hair and you keep purple hair and you want it staying there for a long time, definitely go with Manic Panic. This one is really, really nice. The texture of it is amazing as well, because Manic Panic, I find, is similar to Directions in thickness, however it's a little bit thicker, so when you do apply it you get a little bit less drippage. Nice word. It also is really, really deep conditioning, so it really leaves your hair feeling fantastic. So number 2, Manic Panic Purple Haze. Number 1. Wow, it can only really be one purple for me. You might all have your favourites, but this is definitely my favourite. It is what was here and has now since nearly washed out. Again, it's Manic Panic, and this time number 1 is going to be Electric Amethyst. Absolutely gorgeous colour. It's deep and purpley, but without being really dark, so you get this really bright, bold colour, which is quite suitable for a number of different sort of skin tones and stuff like that. It also looks great if you dilute it with conditioner. Here's a picture of what it looked like in the pot when I diluted the last lot I had. Almost looks like Parma Violets, doesn't it? It's really, really lovely colour. It would be awesome if this one glowed in the dark as well, actually, but this isn't one of the ones that glows under black light. The main reason that I love this purple over all the other purples that I sell is the fade on it is absolutely fantastic. If I hadn't have been washing my hair out with Head and Shoulders to try and get to my next combination, this would probably be staying in my hair for 6 weeks, even longer maybe. And the fade on it, because it's such a beautiful fade, you don't mind that it's washing out when it does start to go. When my hair was washing out from this colour, it started to go sapphire blue sort of colour, like a neon bluey purple, is hard to describe. And then eventually it just starts, my hair always washes out more on the ends, but it ends up with purple more at the roots and blue on the ends. But again, it's a really nice fade. You could probably keep topping it up with a conditioner with this added into it as well, but you probably wouldn't need to, because it does last a hell of a long time. Right, so I'll put a picture up just in case you guys haven't seen how this looked originally when I first did the rainbow hair, because I used the electric amethyst as the purple side. So here's the original picture of how the hair dye looked. I will continue to keep using this as my favourite purple, I think. It's the best seller in the shop. When I first opened, I was out of stock of this for a couple of weeks because everybody was seeming to want this purple. So that says something about it. Makes your hair feel absolutely lovely. It's another one which I think a while back I did a half and half again with this, and the other side was Cotton Candy Pink. I actually added a little bit of cerise, I think it was, from Directions to this, just to give it a slightly different look, and it was really, really nice purple. So it's a really good one to add other colours into to get a unique look. So if you are looking for a more Parma Violet-y, electric-y purple, 100% has to be Electric Amethyst. You need this purple in your life. So thank you for watching my top 5 purple shades. The next one that I will be doing will be my top 5 green hair colours from the shop. So watch this space, and thank you very much for watching. See you soon.